Hi, today we're going to make the Halloween pop-up box card. This is a 5x7 card, fully ready to go in the Cricut machine. The link will be down at the bottom in the comments, so just click it on and everything you need to make this really super easy card will be right there. You can see it'll fit right in that 5x7 envelope. I am Lucine and welcome to my channel. You can also get in touch with me at my blog, Lucine at blogspot.com. I have a YouTube channel, which you're on right now, Lucine Smith. My Facebook group is Cricut Lovers Friendship Group. Please join. And you can email me if you have questions. All right, let's head on over to the design mat. What you're going to need to do to make this is a couple pieces of 12 by 12 cardstock. I'm going to use just plain scrapbook cardstock. And I'm going to use 3 pieces. You can get by with 2. You'll also need an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of black and at least 3 colors, maybe half a sheet of each. Mostly I'm just going to use scraps. All right, this is the screen you're going to get when you open your design page. Down here is the 100%. This is 100%. You can see everything on the page at 100%. Now all these pieces here, this is grouped, these are grouped. I would suggest you leave your grouped pieces grouped. It's just a whole lot easier. If you do want to change the color, the easiest way to change the color is just to put it on, change the color on the mat when you cut it. Like if you don't want any purple, you want that to be turquoise, then just put on turquoise paper on your mat. But if you do want to change just the color of one thing to see how it looks, just click on that one object, go over to the layer panel, and all of them are there. Let's say I want to change that purple to something, just click on the purple and then you can change just that. So I could change that to turquoise, okay? But I don't really want to change it to turquoise, so I'm going to click that back and change it back to the color that I want it to be. You can see all the colors that are on your cut page are actually up here listed, so you will always know what the color is. You don't have to guess. All right, these are your panels in case you do this in reverse. If you do this on 2-sided cardstock, you don't really need these for color, but you do need them for extra support, especially this long one here. So I would say don't even bother doing it in 2-sided cardstock. Just go ahead and do it in 1-sided cardstock, but you can do it in 2-sided cardstock if you want to. If you want to put decorative panels down here on the bottom, you can just duplicate these 3. They'll fit exactly on the bottom too. These are the 3 panels you need to go inside your box that the rest of these will be stuck onto. And these are the little pieces that you're going to be gluing to the back to stick them on the panels. So you will need all of this, and you may want to do 3 extra of these if you want to double it up. Now I've got 6 little elements here. So far I've only ever used 5. Sometimes I use the hat, sometimes I use the bat. You're not probably going to need both, but they're both there if you want to do them. All right, on the cut page. Whatever you do on this one, do not ungroup or unattach anything with the little fold marks. This has cut marks and fold marks, and if you unattach it, you're just going to get a big mess, so don't unattach it. All right, so I'm going to hit make it, if I can find it. And it's going to take you right to the project screen. And the first page that comes up is your box itself, and I'm going to do that in printed 12 by 12 cardstock, kind of medium heavy. It doesn't have to be super heavy, but you don't want super light either. Okay, let's cut, then we'll put it together. Okay, ignore that little round circle with the dimensions on it. That's from another card. Okay, so here is all the stuff that you get after you've done all your cutting. And what I'm going to do is put the box together first. And then if you want to follow along with all the little pieces that go in the box, you can. If all you need is to know how to put the box together, then we'll do that first, so we'll get it out of the way. So let's move all this stuff out of the way a little bit and just leave the box pieces. Now I am going to go ahead and start with these little rectangular pieces. Those are what are going to hold your pieces in your box, and I want them to dry pretty good, so I'm going to glue those together. So you've got decorative cardstock on both sides, and doing a double like that makes it just a little bit stronger. So I'm going to do 4 of those, and then this little one is for the bat. If you do the bat, the others are a little too big for the bat. So put that one together. Okay, I'll put those to the side. Now for the box. It's actually very simple. You fold first, you're going to fold your panels. Now you fold this one right on, just toward the inside, each of the 3 panels, and then you're going to fold just those 3 panels. Now this comes off. Okay. Just these 3 panels get folded back. That's where the fold is. Back, back, and back. You do not fold the long one that doesn't have a fold. It doesn't have a fold. That's the back piece of your card, and you do not want to fold that. In fact, we're going to put the long one that you did, and we're going to put that there for extra stability. Even if you don't decorate any of your other panels, you decide you just want to use two-sided cardstock, and you don't want to use any of the decorative panels, you still need this piece, because if you don't, it'll be too floppy. So I'm going to make sure I get glue on the edges and in the corner, and I'm going to center that right. Yeah, I said I'm going to center it, and that certainly wasn't very centered. I'm going to center that right there. And that is your back. That's centered. Now, if you used one-sided cardstock, then you're going to need to decorate the top of your panels too. Now remember, this is going to be flopping down. So if you've got one-way paper, in other words, your decoration only goes in one direction. When you've got it right here, the top panels, you're going to want them upside down. So I'm going to put that one in. I'm not using probably as much glue as you should be, but I'm trying to do it quickly. Center that. And I didn't do it upside down. That's why I just said do it upside down. I don't know why I've got all these little tabs. Okay. Center it upside down. It might be easier if you just spread it around. So it goes here. If you want to, you can also decorate your bottom panels here. It is absolutely going to show only a little bit, and these aren't going to show at all except when your card is closed. So if you want to decorate these panels here, then you just double up on this panel size. It's the exact same size, and then you can go ahead and decorate that. So I'm going ahead and decorate these just so you can see what it looks like. You don't need to do the back one, but it does add a little bit to it. So when it's closed, it's going to look like that. All right, now this piece folds in, and what you're going to do to glue your box together is put glue on that. Nice, there goes my glue. Nice and good. Make sure you get the corners. It's real important. You don't want your corners to flop. And then all you've got to do is just fold this in half and lay it right down on top of it. Make sure your bottom is even, and then just press it down. And there's your box. And your sides, they'll flop out like that. This back piece always stays up. All right. So now to put your inside panels in. That's these 3 long rectangles. They've got the little fold marks in them. They're already perfect. Just fold those. On the fold line. Okay, and we're going to start in the back. So what you do is you put glue on your tabs push that inside your box right up against the back edge and line it up with the top edge. Then close the box and press those down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open it up and it's in there. It's that simple. The next one is going to go right up against that. So you put your glue on your tab, on the decorative part of your tab. You want the decoration forward. You're going to put that in even with the top, push it back even against the back, and push it down. Then you're going to take the next one, you're going to do the same thing. Push it in. All the way even with that back piece. Close it, press it down, close it the other way, press it down, and you've got 3 perfect pieces that you'll be able to glue your other pieces into. All right, now I'm going to put all my pieces together. If you don't want to watch that, when you do your box, remember it's going to fold like this. You want to make sure none of your pieces go past these 2 back panels. When you glue your pieces in, you want to make sure that when you fold this, all your pieces are inside that. So if you don't know how to do that, you might want to stay tuned. Okay, we're going to start with this big October 31st piece in the back. That's this piece in the back here. And see how it sticks out? It sticks out, but when it's closed, it's actually inside the card. You've just got to know where to put it. All right, well, let's find that. I'm doing this all backwards. If you want to do it like this, you can. Okay? Or you can use the 31. I'm going to use the 31. Okay. So I'm going to glue the to the circle. I'm going to glue the October to the circle. And the 31. Duh. 30. Now this gets glued onto the back. So what I'm going to do is close this. I want it as far over as looks cool so much. So I'm going to glue that way over here. And I'm going to glue it as close to the top as I can get it. And then when it's open, it's going to hang out the side like that. But when it's closed, it's inside the card. All right, we're going to do the outside greeting the same way. You take it, you took the back color, you put the top, then the orange, and then the letters go all on top of that. And I want it to be on the front, but since it's closing like this, for it to be on the front, it has to be on that side, okay? Because it's going to close there like that. So I'm going to glue it just on this part. Glue it down. And when you open it, it'll set like that. Okay. Then your pieces, real quick. I'll put one on so that you can see how to do that. Let's do this. So the witch, you've got your back piece for your witch. Then you've got the next color piece. And make sure you've got it facing the way you want. You want to put your glue on the right piece. So I'm going to put some glue on the edge there. Make sure you do your corners. And I'm going to put that down right on top. this right under where it says wicked. So I'm going to put some glue on the wicked part. And I'm going to put the green behind that. And I'm going to glue that whole thing down. So the whole thing and match it up. Take one of the little on the top, stick that there, and then to decide where you want it to be. I want it to show, and I don't want it in the way of the October 31st, so I'm going to stick that on this side. But you've got to be careful because it still has to be inside, completely inside the card. So I'm going to put a little glue here. Now this is almost as big as this, and it's got to be inside. So I've either got to put it up front so it can be over here, or I've got to put it in front of that. I don't want it in front of that. So I'm going to bring it up to the middle row, and I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and I'm going to tilt it as far this direction as it'll let me. So it'll probably be about like that. So I'm going to put some glue on the tab, and I'm going to put it right about there, and then I'm going to close it. Make sure it's all inside, and then see where it is when you open it. I'm trying to do it fast so everybody can see, and I'm being impatient. It does take a few seconds. Alright. So, it's a little crookeder than I would have liked, but it'll be alright. Then we'll take the potion. You've got your potion that in the back. Then your Eye of Newt. And your bottle. Tab. And I've still got this big area here, so I'm going to put that right there, as high up and as far over as I can get it. So I'm putting the glue on the front. I'm going to stick that high in front, kind of crooked like so. And then I'm going to press that down on it to glue it. So that's there. Might have been better if this had been a little lower, but it's all right. Right, now I'm going to do my cauldron. And I went ahead and clipped the legs and the stir stick off the cauldron, just because I didn't want to mess with it. And the cauldron's this way. And this didn't get taken off for some reason. Okay, and then I'm going to glue the cauldron down. backing. And come up to the next one, and I'm going to put that right there. Got to be inside, don't forget. Okay, you've got a couple seconds to adjust it. Put that down. There's your cauldron. Now, let's see. Do I want the bat or the hat? Both. These are low enough. I think I might go ahead and do both. I'm going to put the bat in first because I definitely want the bat. So I'm going to put, this is actually, cut this down a little bit. Put that down on the bat. Put some of this on. And I'm going to bring it way down here, like that. Here with the cauldron. Trim this down a little bit too. It's just paper. If you feel like you need to trim it, trim it. All right, and I'm going to put that right there. Okay. All done. And that's it. Here you go. This is the one I just put together, that orange and yellow and green color scheme. Here's another one there. It's kind of purple and dark green. Purple and dark green and orange. And then you can see a bright green one there in the background. You could do it in pink and turquoise and yellow. It doesn't matter. It's your card. When you fold it, it will fit in a 5x7. 5x7, yes, 5x7 envelope. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks a bunch for watching. Don't forget, if you want to get in touch with me, Linda Lucine at blogspot.com. This is my YouTube channel, Lucine Smith. I have a Facebook group, Cricut Lovers Friendship Group. Please join, or you can just email me if you want. All right, till next time. Bye.